Welcome to another travel product review. Today we're going to review the Inside Alcatraz Tour with Bay Cruise. And before we get started, all of my reviews are favorable. What I try to do is put myself in the shoes of a visitor who's looking at this listing on GetYourGuide and provide feedback of what they might be thinking when they come across the pictures, the text, and the reviews. And then I'll put a 10-minute timer so that way we won't go past that. So let's start that timer now and let's get started. So the first thing I do when I look at any listing is I just look at the title, and you learn a lot. So I see San Francisco Inside Alcatraz Tour with Bay Cruise. So it already lets me know that I'm getting to go inside Alcatraz, and there might be an extra fee, but that's included. So then I'm going to look at look at the pictures to see how the picture supports that title, and then I see that there's only 8 images, and I like to see about 13 to 15 images, and then that's my ideal number, so this is a little low. So I see one of the boats here, and then I go to inside Alcatraz, inside a prison. Again, a few pictures, a dilapidated jail cell, the cruise ship going under the Golden Gate Bridge, the cruise coming back into the marina where you see the seals, and then you see the cruise going under the Golden Gate Bridge. Now, this is probably a guided experience, so I didn't see any tour guide. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. I just want to look at fog tours. I'm not sure if this is the same company who's putting the boat together. So maybe they're a different aspect than the boat company. So I always look at the activity provider. And then I glance over at the reviews, and I see 470 reviews with 4.5 stars. So when we go to the review section, it lets me know that there's probably weather-related reviews and a few others. So then I just go down and look at about this ticket. So the whole thing is the duration's 4 hours. You skip the line ticket. So what I didn't see there is the line or the check-in process in the pictures. So I think they could do a better job of what that looks like or where do you have to go, because those are always part of the reviews as well. And then I kind of skip the line, audio guide included, and it has a bunch of different languages and wheelchair accessible. What I like to see, I've been mentioning this in a lot of my reviews, is when it comes to wheelchair accessibility, please share a picture of what that might look like so people have an idea of what to expect. And then I just look at the price. It's $135, and that's an audio guide. So the first thought that there was going to be a tour guide might have been canceled. So then I just go to this section, and it's very important when you look at GetYourGuide to go through this section. This is where some other packages gets listed, and you only see it when you go through this process. So we see 12 and up as an adult, children 5 to 11, and infants. They all need tickets. I choose my date, and I choose Thursday, and then I check availability, and then they don't have any other package except the audio guide in English. I saw a section if I do Dutch. So here, depending on what you do, there's different audio guides as well. And the only thing is it looks like you can only have one. So if you had more than one people, maybe somebody in your party speaks a different language than you do, mixed family languages, that would be interesting to make sure that you're not just stuck in one language. And then there's different starting times. You get to choose the starting time, and then you save $10 for being a child's ticket. And that just gives you an idea. There's no other packages here, so we just move to the next section, is look at this experience. Get to Alcatraz Island with ease. Round-trip ferry tickets are included. Enjoy inside the audio tour about former Alcatraz inmates, including Al Capone. San Francisco major landmarks included underneath the Golden Gate Bridge. So that's the highlights. Now, the audio guide, it didn't mention any earbuds. It didn't mention how you might participate with that tour guide, whether it's on a cell phone, how that might happen. I'd just like to see an explanation about that. And then now we're just going to quickly look down here at this. So you will explore inside Alcatraz Federal Penitentiary on Alcatraz Island with America's most ruthless criminals, including Al Capone. Okay, so they tell you departure time at Pier 33. That tells you where to go. Walk, bike, take public transportation, and drive as a last resort, as it can be challenging to find parking. This is important, where parking can be challenging. So you want to read that description. On the island, following the Cell House audio tour, due in time, 45 minutes available in Dutch. It doesn't say if it's included, if it's free, or if it's additional. So that gives you an idea that maybe that needs to be tweaked a little bit. Also included is an amazing 1-hour San Francisco Bay cruise. Sail past the famous Pier 39, sea lions, and along San Francisco's historic waterfront, revealing the city's fascinating skyline. A little space there. You have the flexibility to go on your own cruise on any day at any available departure. You will receive the schedule. So that's a little confusing, because if I'm taking the ferry there, do I get a bay cruise at a different time? Those are two separate tours, and that tells you right there that they're two separate tours. So I guess you get a sightseeing tour and you get the ferry to go to Alcatraz. Two separate tours. That's pretty good to know. Now we're just going to look at the includes. Let me see how much time I got. We got 4 minutes. I just want to see what it includes. A round-trip ferry to Alcatraz Island from Pier 33, 45-minute award-winning audio tour, I think that's spelled wrong, audio tour on Alcatraz Island, entrance admission fee to Alcatraz Island valued at $45, 60-minute San Francisco Bay cruise. What's not included, transportation to and from the Pier 33, and food and beverages. Pretty easy. Just a couple minor details in the include section. The audio tour, the only thing is I like to know how that audio tour is received by the customer. That's what I'm kind of confused. Is it my cell phone? Do I have to have my cell phone charged? Do I need my own earbuds? Then this tour will take place rain or shine. That's good to know because of San Francisco's weather. Luggage or large bags not included, and pets. So that is pretty clear. They do a pretty good job. Now we're going to look at the negative reviews. And before I get started, I want to share that I do not represent this company, nor do I represent GetYourGuide. I'm simply providing feedback on what I think when I come across these negative reviews. So I just want to kind of, it was a horrible boat ride. The guidance was very rude, and even wanted to send us away if we didn't follow the rules. Unfortunately, there is rules on a vessel, so you want to make sure you pay attention and act accordingly. But that gets a negative 1-star review because a guide was telling them probably some safety things or telling them about some stuff. So I don't think that review's fair. Nice audio guide of Alcatraz and views of the bay, but definitely not worth the price. Massive ripoff. I think booking directly with the vendor is cheaper than going through Fog Tours. Never mind Eric. I don't know what that means. Obviously, there's different price points for anything that you come across. The whole question I have is, you looked at that price before purchasing it and you're excited to do it, and did the tour provide everything that it mentioned? Did you get to go on this bay cruise? Did you get the ferry over, and did you get to go into Alcatraz? And the audio guide was perfect. So I don't know what the complaint is. I don't think it's fair to have a complaint on the price that you said was pretty good. Alcatraz is definitely worth a visit. Unfortunately, the times weren't coordinated with the Bahia cruise, so we couldn't make the trip. Tickets for Alcatraz are cheaper on the site. This tour was simply too expensive. Tourist trap, overpriced. So the whole thing about this is they're making the convenience of having more things included. It's a combo ticket. So I think you have to understand that that's a good thing. Hello, not highly recommended. Very expensive to visit. The prison is well known. Yes, but that's why everyone wants to go there. You don't see anything special. Horrible scam. Please, guys, don't book this tour with this guy. Just book the tickets separate, $38 and $52. The ticket is nothing else than a combination of the two. There is no guide, nothing. Please do not book in this ticket and save yourself $50 per person. So, it seems like some of those reviews are always about the price. And I don't think it's fair that these reviews get to remain on this listing when the customer paid for it and got what they wanted. And I really wish that companies like GetYourGuide and even Viator would consider removing these reviews if they got what they expected, which was Alcatraz, Bay Cruise, and a ferry over there. So I just don't think that's fair. Anyways, if you found my review of this product helpful, then please hit that like button. And if you're interested in more videos like this, then subscribe to the channel. And we'll actually put a link in the video's description so you can purchase this tour. But thanks for watching. And if you visit San Francisco, you definitely want to take a bay cruise and visit Alcatraz.